Hey there everyone, back again, and this time it's to tell you some things that I've received just 2 nights ago on the 20th of August, and they were just such an amazing group of words from the Lord given to me when I was wide awake in the middle of the night with the light on. I'm not feeling well, and so I was coughing and blowing my nose and all those things that you do when you're not well, and really my mind was on nothing else when the Lord just implanted words into my heart. And these are the words I received, and I would just reveal each word one by one so you can think about each one rather than getting distracted with the whole lot. So the first words that I received were a global impasse. Very unusual words to receive when you have your mind on feeling dreadful in the middle of the night. A global impasse, very serious sort of words, and I had to look up impasse to be absolutely sure I knew the meaning properly. And this is what it said: an impasse is a situation in which no progress is possible, especially because of disagreements or deadlocks. So the Lord's saying on a governmental level all over the world there's going to be a situation that cannot be solved, cannot move forward because there can be no agreement. Okay, so the next words were even more surprising. I heard, "Oh, Daniel." And I just wrote it down in obedience, and I thought about it, and then I thought, is the Lord pointing to the book of Daniel and the prophecies of Daniel? Is there something to be said about this in Daniel? I did spend some time reading and praying about this afternoon, but to be honest, I didn't come up with an actual scripture. I really would be interested in your ideas and interpretations on this particular night of words from the Lord. So I'll just carry on. Oh, by the way, I did look up the meaning of Daniel, and Daniel means God is my judge. Right, I'm going to go on to the next words. The next words were government conjecture. Once again, words I would not use normally, and especially not in the middle of the night. But conjecture was a word I wanted to be sure of the meaning. I was fairly sure I knew, but I just looked it up. And conjecture means an opinion or conclusion formed on the basis of incomplete information. For example, it's a guess, or you speculate or presume or hypothesize rather than truly knowing what decision to make. So it's talking about governments again. They've got a decision to make, they can't move forward, there's a situation going on, a global impasse, and then the government's conjecture, they try and guess the situation instead of knowing the full lot of information. Okay, we'll move on to the next, shall we? Even more surprising. I was given the words Eastern Europe. So all this has something to do with Eastern Europe. And that's what got me a bit confounded when I read the prophecies of Daniel, because the countries that were mentioned were more like Iran and Jordan, Syria and Egypt. None of the Eastern Europe traditionally thought Eastern European countries. So I actually had to look up what countries were considered Eastern Europe, and here are some of them. It's not a conclusive list, but the ones were some of Russia, Ukraine, Romania, Greece, Macedonia, Bulgaria, Kazakhstan, Armenia, Georgia, Turkey, is it the Balkan states? So that's just some of them, brothers and sisters. So just interesting words. And I'm wondering where the Lord is leading us on this, but it may be something that's going to happen in the future. So I felt I'll have it on the record, and we can always come back to it, can't we? Once again, I welcome your ideas. So after that, I decided, I think I finally got myself settled and stopped coughing. So I lay down and I was just dozing off to sleep, and I received 2 more words. And these words seem to be separate, but maybe not. I'll be interested to see what you think. So here we go. I'll show you the first one. So the first one was a portal for the sheep. I thought, wow, that's exciting. So I thought, well, rather than just assume that it's the portal in which when people are raptured, they'll go through the portal to be with the Lord, and the sheep being the followers of Christ, that I should look up the meaning of portal. And a portal is a doorway, a gate, an entrance. It provides access. It's an opening, a way in or a way out. And I think it's important that we look at these scriptures in John 10:2. Actually, brothers and sisters, I'm going to read you Psalm 95 verse 7 first, because I had that one open. And it says, He is our God and we are the people He cares for, the flock for which He provides. And I think in some versions it says the sheep of His pastures. John, this is the book of John, starting at verse 1, it says, I am telling you the truth. The man who does not enter the sheep pen by the gate, now gate was one of the words for portal, but climbs in some other way, is a thief and a robber. The man who goes in through the gate is the shepherd of the sheep. The gatekeepers open the gate for him, and the sheep hear his voice as he calls his own sheep by name, and he leads them out. And when he has brought them out, he goes ahead of them, and the sheep follow him because they know his voice. And I'm just going to move up here and read verses 14 and 15. And Jesus says, I am the good shepherd. As the Father knows me, and I know the Father, in the same way I know my sheep, and they know me. I am willing to die for them. So everyone, once again, that's the words I heard, portal for the sheep. But the last and final words that I'll show you, in some ways I didn't really want to write them down because they just seemed weird. But I know it was quite clear. So here I am. I'm going to show you the next words. They were genuine portal called Sophia. So that really had me flummoxed. I looked up Sophia and it means wisdom. And this is what Wikipedia showed me. At the top you can see there Sophia, wisdom in brackets. And it's a Greek word. And there is a Hebrew form of it called chokmah. That's in the bottom line of that little paragraph. The other thing that I thought was really interesting is that in the Eastern Orthodox countries and the Catholic churches, they use Hagia Sophia as an expression of the God, the Son, Jesus, and the Trinity. So that was interesting because the Lord talked to us about Eastern Europe, and when I looked up Eastern Europe, it said Eastern Europe is made up of the countries who often have belief centered around the Eastern Orthodox churches. So there was a bit of a link there with Sophia. And as you can imagine, brothers and sisters, I did all sorts of research trying to find out if there was some cosmic portal called Sophia. Really, I just wasn't sure what to make of that, and I'm still not. But the Lord gives us these things for a reason, so I've written them down and have a record of it now. And maybe some of you know something I don't know. But really interesting, so I'll just look at them all, and I've got my cat sitting here. There she is. That's little Susie. She's a real gem of a pussycat. She's just a honey. But going down over the words again, a global impasse, O Daniel, government conjecture, Eastern Europe, and then portal for the sheep, and genuine portal called Sophia. So I wasn't sure if the portal for the sheep is also called Sophia and that it's one and the same, or whether one is God's portal and another is man's portal. I even looked at CERN to see if it was something related to that, but that's closed down at the moment for maintenance, so I don't know, but the Lord knows, and I have faith to believe that when the time comes, it will become clear, even if it's not to our generation and it's after the rapture, and people find these things in diaries and on the internet, and they suddenly realize, oh yes, the Lord did speak of this prior to it happening. So we shouldn't discount it. Anyway, brothers and sisters, blessings to you all, and talk again next time.